Have you ever cracked open a warm boiled egg in the morning, sprinkled a little salt, and thought to yourself, now this is healthy living? You're not wrong. Eggs have been a breakfast staple for generations, affordable, filling, and packed with nutrients. But what if I told you that something as simple as how you cook your eggs, or even what you eat with them, could be slowly harming your health? It's not the egg itself that's the problem, it's the common mistakes we make around them. And for those of us in our 60s, 70 seconds, and beyond, these little mistakes can quietly chip away at our energy, heart health, and digestion without us even noticing. The number one mistake seniors make with their diet that sabotages their health? It's not avoiding sugar. It's misusing the foods we think are good for us. Eggs are often celebrated as nature's multivitamin. They're rich in protein, B vitamins, choline for brain health, and even antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin for your eyes. But here's the thing: how we prepare them, how often we eat them, and what we combine them with makes all the difference. The truth is, you can take something incredibly healthy and turn it into a health hazard just by making one or two common mistakes in the kitchen. That's why today, I want to gently walk you through a few of these hidden pitfalls. My goal is simple: to help you continue enjoying eggs without the sneaky downsides that could be affecting your blood pressure, cholesterol, or even memory. Because after all, aging well isn't about cutting out everything we love, it's about making smart, sustainable tweaks that work with our lifestyle, not against it. Let's start with the first one, and it's one that nearly everyone does without a second thought. Have you ever fried your eggs in a pan with butter or oil, then thrown in some bacon on the side, maybe a slice of toast with jam? That's what we might call the classic breakfast. It's comforting, it's familiar, and it feels satisfying. But here's the hidden danger: frying eggs in certain types of fat, especially processed seed oils like corn, soybean, or even canola oil, can produce harmful compounds when heated to high temperatures. These oils oxidize and create what we call free radicals, which increase inflammation in your body. And as we get older, our ability to fight off that kind of inflammation naturally slows down. Now, you might be thinking, I don't use those oils, I use butter. And while butter might seem like a better alternative, the combination of saturated fat from butter and cholesterol from eggs, especially when fried at high heat, can raise the levels of small, dense LDL in your bloodstream. That's the type of cholesterol most strongly linked to heart disease. Doctors are raving about this one simple change: switch the way you cook your eggs, and you could reduce your risk of heart issues by 30–40 over time. That's no small number. Instead of frying, consider soft boiling, poaching, or lightly scrambling your eggs in a ceramic pan with just a touch of olive oil or even water. These cooking methods preserve the nutrients while keeping harmful compounds at bay. It's a tiny shift, but it can have a huge impact on your long-term health. Now, let's talk about something else, something that doesn't happen in the kitchen, but in the grocery store. Have you ever grabbed the cheapest carton of eggs on the shelf, thinking they're all the same, right? I completely understand. Eggs can range wildly in price, and when you're trying to stick to a budget, it's tempting to just go with whatever's on sale. But here's the uncomfortable truth: not all eggs are created equal. Many commercial eggs come from hens raised in factory farms. These hens are often fed a diet rich in antibiotics, genetically modified grains, and synthetic additives to keep them producing more eggs at a faster pace. The result? Eggs that look the same on the outside, but have lower levels of key nutrients like omega-3s and vitamin D, and higher levels of inflammatory omega-6 fats. For seniors especially, getting enough omega-3 fatty acids is crucial. These healthy fats help support brain function, joint flexibility, and heart health. In fact, Studies show that low omega-3 levels in older adults are linked to faster cognitive decline and memory problems. So if you're eating eggs regularly, and I hope you are, it really matters where those eggs are coming from. The best option? Look for pasture-raised or omega-3 enriched eggs. They cost a little more, yes, but they're significantly more nutrient-dense. You can think of them as a small investment in your brain and body. And if you've got access to a local farm or farmer's market, even better fresh, local eggs from hens allowed to roam and peck in the grass are usually far superior to the ones that sit under fluorescent lights for weeks in big box stores. Now, I know this can feel overwhelming. We just want to eat something simple and healthy, and eggs should be simple. But once you know these hidden truths, it becomes easier to make the smarter choice. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever noticed that after eating eggs, especially hard-boiled or fried, you feel bloated, gassy, or uncomfortable? That's more common than you might think. And it leads us to the third mistake, ignoring the signs of egg intolerance or poor digestion. As we get older, our digestive enzymes naturally decrease. This means we don't break down food as efficiently as we once did, especially high-protein foods like eggs. For some people, this can cause subtle but chronic symptoms: bloating, indigestion, heartburn, or even brain fog. It's not necessarily an allergy. It could be a mild intolerance or sensitivity that's gone undetected for years. If you've been dealing with mystery digestive issues, try this. For 1 week, stop eating eggs altogether and see how your body feels. Then reintroduce them slowly. Start with 1 poached egg in the morning. Notice anything? If your symptoms return, it might be worth chatting with a healthcare provider. And if not, great. It means your body's handling them just fine. There's also a helpful trick here. Pair your eggs with digestion-boosting foods like lightly steamed green spinach, kale, a squeeze of lemon juice, or even a bit of fermented food like sauerkraut or plain yogurt on the side. These additions can support the enzymes your body needs to break down proteins smoothly. Feeling tired all the time? This could be the reason, and it's not what you think. It might not be your sleep or stress. It could be the way your body's processing what you eat every morning. You deserve to feel energized after breakfast, not sluggish or uncomfortable. These may sound like small shifts: choosing a better egg, cooking it differently, paying attention to how your body reacts, but together, they can create powerful changes in how you feel every day. It's like fine-tuning a car engine that's already good, but could run great with just a little care. And that's what your body deserves at this stage in life. Not drastic overhauls or giving up the foods you enjoy. Just gentle adjustments that support your body's natural wisdom, rather than working against it. So, as we move forward, keep this thought in mind. What we put into our bodies after 60 matters more than ever, not because we're weaker, but because we're wiser. We've earned the right to nourish ourselves with intention, not convenience. Now that we've talked about how we cook our eggs, the kind we buy, and how they affect digestion, let's keep going. There's another common mistake that almost everyone makes, and it could be affecting your cholesterol, weight, and energy levels without you realizing it. Now, we've already uncovered how skipping proper egg sourcing and overcooking those sunny yolks can quietly chip away at the benefits your body deserves. But the truth is, some of the most common mistakes happen not in how we cook eggs, but in what we do or don't do before and after they hit the pan. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you checked the date on the egg carton? Not just glanced at it, but really noticed it. You'd be surprised how often expired or poorly stored eggs sneak their way into the breakfast table. And for those of us over 60, when our immune systems are naturally a bit slower to respond, eating spoiled eggs isn't just unpleasant, it can lead to foodborne illness that lingers for days or worse. Here's a quick tip that takes just 5 seconds. Fill a bowl with water. Drop in your egg. If it sinks and lays flat, it's fresh. If it stands upright or floats, it's gone bad. Simple, right? This one habit could save you from days of digestive distress, especially when your body takes longer to bounce back than it used to. It's amazing how one small change can protect your health so powerfully. Now, another mistake one I see all the time is storing eggs in the refrigerator door. It seems logical. The little egg trays are right there. But that's actually the worst place for them. The temperature in the door fluctuates every time you open it, and those temperature swings can cause eggs to spoil faster or allow harmful bacteria like salmonella to thrive. The safest spot? Keep them on a middle or lower shelf, toward the back of the fridge, where it stays cold and steady. Little details like this make a big difference when you're working to support your health every single day. And speaking of bacteria, let's talk hygiene for just a second. It might sound basic, but washing your hands after cracking eggs and cleaning surfaces immediately isn't just a kitchen rule, it's a protective measure, especially when you're over 60. The risk of complications from even a minor food poisoning episode is higher as we age. A small slip like licking your fingers or forgetting to clean a knife could lead to a much bigger issue. So let's not leave our health to chance over something we can easily control. Now here's one that really gets overlooked: eating raw or undercooked eggs. I know some of us grew up drinking raw eggs and milk, or mixing them into batters we tasted before baking. It's nostalgic, even comforting. But as we age, we simply can't afford the same risks. Raw eggs can contain salmonella, and while many people recover from that bug within days, older adults can end up in the hospital. So if you're someone who likes soft-boiled or runny eggs, just make sure they reach an internal temperature of at least 160 F. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being smart. And let me tell you about something that shocked even me: reheating eggs improperly. You may have heard that some foods just don't reheat well, and eggs are one of them. When eggs are cooked, cooled, and reheated, especially in a microwave, the proteins can change in a way that makes them hard to digest and may even release compounds that irritate the gut. For older adults with slower digestion, this can lead to bloating, discomfort, or even mild inflammation that accumulates over time. If you must reheat eggs, do it gently on the stovetop and only once. Better yet, make them fresh. Your stomach will thank you. Now, while we're on digestion, let's pause for a moment and talk about cholesterol. Many older adults are told to cut back on eggs because of their cholesterol content. But here's the truth. Recent science shows that for most people, moderate egg consumption around 1 a day doesn't raise heart disease risk. However, the mistake isn't eating eggs. It's what you eat them with. Pairing eggs with heavy sausages, bacon, fried hash browns, and buttery toast creates a fatty, inflammatory breakfast that overwhelms your body's natural ability to process cholesterol. The egg itself isn't the villain, it's the greasy sidekicks. So what can we do instead? Try pairing your egg with sautéed spinach, avocado slices, or a bowl of berries and oatmeal. These fiber-rich, antioxidant-packed options help your body balance cholesterol levels and reduce inflammation, something that becomes more and more essential after 60. Your heart, your brain, and even your joints benefit when you choose foods that work together, not against each other. And here's a question worth asking. How often do you eat eggs, really? Some folks have 3 or 4 a day, thinking it's the perfect protein. While eggs are a great protein source, balance is key. Relying too heavily on any one food, even something as nutritious as eggs, means you might be missing out on the variety your body needs. Rotate your proteins, maybe eggs one day, legumes or tofu another, some fish next. Your body thrives on diversity, and so does your microbiome. A varied gut is a strong gut, and that strength translates into better immunity, mood, and energy, especially for older adults. One more thing I want to share, and this one's close to my heart. Many seniors I've spoken with over the years feel frustrated when they try to eat healthy and still don't feel well. But sometimes the issue isn't what we're eating, it's how our bodies respond. As we get older, our stomach acid naturally decreases. That means even if we eat the right foods, we might not absorb the nutrients properly. With eggs, that could mean you're missing out on the full benefits of choline, vitamin B12, and even the protein. So how can you help your body out? Something as simple as sipping a little warm water with lemon before meals can gently stimulate digestion. Or consider a digestive enzyme supplement if you've noticed bloating or heaviness after meals. These small, consistent shifts can make a world of difference, not just in how you feel today, but in the energy and vitality you carry into the future. And remember feeling tired all the time? This could be the reason, and it's not what you think. It's not always about sleep or age. Sometimes it's about nutrients your body simply isn't breaking down and using well. Eggs can be a tool for better health, but only if we're eating them wisely, storing them safely, and pairing them with foods that support absorption. Just imagine waking up each morning feeling clear-headed, energized, and steady on your feet. That kind of well-being doesn't come from one magical pill or some fad diet. It comes from the little things you choose every day. Like choosing fresh eggs, cooking them properly, being mindful of what's on the plate beside them, and giving your body the chance to do what it does best: heal, strengthen, and thrive. So far, we've uncovered some common and often overlooked egg mistakes, from using expired eggs to storing them incorrectly, pairing them with the wrong foods, and even reheating them in ways that backfire on your digestion. But now, let's shift focus. Because beyond the kitchen lies the most powerful piece of this entire puzzle: your mindset about health. Many older adults fall into a subtle trap thinking, at my age, it's too late to change, or I've eaten this way all my life, why bother now? Let me gently challenge that thinking. Because science tells us something remarkable. Our bodies are always adapting even in our 60s, 70 seconds, 80 seconds, and beyond. In fact, studies now show that seniors who make even small, consistent changes to their nutrition, like correcting how they prepare a simple egg, can dramatically reduce inflammation, lower cholesterol, improve memory, and even extend their lifespan. Let that sink in. Changing just one habit, like switching from frying eggs in butter to gently poaching them in water, can relieve strain on your heart. Adding greens alongside your egg in the morning, that one act can reduce oxidative stress in your cells. Even choosing pasture-raised eggs instead of factory-farmed ones gives you more omega-3s, more vitamins, and fewer toxins. These aren't small things. They're the foundations of long-term vitality. Now, here's another mistake that many people make without realizing it. Thinking that only physical health matters, but as you probably know, in your heart, emotional and mental health are just as important. So, let me ask you. When you sit down to your breakfast of eggs, are you stressed? Rushed? Distracted? Are you eating alone with the TV on in the background? Or worse, skipping breakfast entirely? These habits impact digestion, mood, blood sugar, and your relationship with food. When we eat mindfully, with intention and calm, we absorb more nutrients. We feel more satisfied. We reconnect with our bodies. So try this tomorrow. Instead of eating on autopilot, take a moment. Feel grateful for your meal. Chew slowly. Taste each bite. Eggs are one of nature's most nourishing gifts. Let's not consume them while thinking about yesterday's worries or tomorrow's list of errands. This shift toward mindful eating can reduce overeating, improve gut health, and even stabilize blood pressure. And for seniors, this kind of balance means fewer medications, fewer doctor visits, and more freedom in your day-to-day life. Now, I want to leave you with 3 practical takeaways, simple but powerful. 1. Rethink, quick and easy. Just because something is convenient doesn't mean it's right for your body. Avoid microwave egg meals and drive-through breakfasts. Your body deserves real food, prepared with care. 2. Eat eggs with intention. Pair them with fiber, greens, and healthy fats. Not just for taste, but for balance. Your digestion, cholesterol, and energy levels will thank you. 3. Listen to your body. If eggs make you feel bloated, heavy, or tired, it may not be the eggs themselves. It may be how you're eating them, what you're pairing them with, or how your body is digesting. Stay curious. Stay aware, because aging isn't about decline, it's about refinement. You're wiser now, more intuitive, more patient. This is your time to tune into your body like never before and nourish it in ways that support your entire being, mind, body, and spirit. And remember this: your health is built one small habit at a time. Even something as humble as an egg can be a tool for healing, energy, and longevity if you treat it with respect. So, the next time you crack open an egg, smile. You're not just cooking, you're choosing life, you're choosing wellness, and you're proving every single day that it's never too late to feel better, move better, and live with more vitality than ever before. If this video helped you rethink your habits, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And in the comments below, let me know, what's one small change you're ready to make this week? Until next time, stay vibrant, stay curious, and as always, take good care of yourself. You deserve it.